Olá, Brazil. My name is Nathan Shorhoff, and I'm best known for inventing the MP3 player. But I've been a part of several other disruptive technologies that I would like to share with you. I'm grateful to be with you today, and the only thing that would make it better at this exciting festival is if I could see your presence and be in Brazil with you. Brazil is one of my favorite countries to visit, and I do look forward to seeing you next year. Today, I will be sharing 5 elements which were monumental for me bringing out disruptive products. But before I do, I would like to share a little bit about my journey on bringing out disruptive products, because it'll help you understand the 4 elements a little bit better. A disruptive technology is one that displaces an established technology and shakes up the industry, or it's a groundbreaking product that creates a whole new industry, very much like the MP3 player, which I was fortunate enough to do in 1994. An entrepreneur is somebody that is always looking for a better way, because an entrepreneur is someone who sees the impossible. The COVID-19 epidemic has been a terrible disaster for us all. The virus has changed our lives drastically and has given us new challenges, how to take existing innovation and create it to the challenges that COVID has given us. There are new opportunities to create and change how we do things. As much as the Sony Walkman led me to the first MP3 player. Now, I have always been fascinated with disruptive technologies and products. It feels good to be a part of something that makes life better and easier. And innovation and startups have been my life's career. This is what I've pretty much done my entire adult life. And I gotta tell you, it's been a gift and sometimes a curse, but mostly a gift. Now, my first disruptive product was a word processor for the first Apple computer. And you may say, how can a word processor be a disruptive product? I would say you haven't seen a typewriter. In 1980, most people, other than lawyers, have never heard of a word processor. Computers, personal computers, did not exist at this time. Lawyers and attorneys had a large machine about the size of a desk, and this was their word processor. It sold for 167,000 real and had no hard drive. It stored all its data on an 8-inch floppy disk, which you can see on the screen. And this floppy disk held a total of 1.8 megabytes of storage. And to give you a better understanding, that would store and play back, approximately 2 minutes of a song. So it's nothing like we do today. The word processor for personal computers was disruptive, very much like the personal computer. The word processor in the personal computer displaced something that was used for years called typewriters. And you can see an old typewriter up there on the screen. Typewriters were in almost every office and many homes. And the question I'm always asked is, 1, how did I think of the MP3 player? And 2, am I upset or offended that the MP3 player went away? Well, let me start with how I thought about the MP3 player. I thought of the idea for an MP3 player from my last company called Test Drive. I did this right before the MP3 player. And in 1992, I purchased an encryption technology that locked and unlocked software from a CD. In other words, a user could take the CD and they could take a Microsoft program or any other well-known popular software program and try it for an allotted amount of time, whether it's 6 times or 5 days or 1 month. And after trying it, the user could call our test drive office and purchase that software instantly over the phone. Now, Test Drive's small team secured contracts with almost every major software company in the world, including Microsoft. The company's software was put on the CD, and after the user tried it, they would decide if they didn't like it or if they did like it, and they would purchase it. And if they purchase it, they would receive a unique unlocking code, and it would unlock the software over the phone. Now, this had never been done before. This was really one of the first interactive programs that exist. This was in 1992. And to give you a little bit more of the time, AOL, or American Online, was the biggest and most popular internet company of its day. Just about everybody used America Online. And you accessed the internet through your phone lines, through dial-up phone lines, which were very, very slow. So this was the time and place. What we know today didn't exist. The Test Drive CD had 200 to 300 of the most popular software products that users could try. The CDs were given away for free at computer stores. And we bundled them in a leading popular magazine, which I think is still one of the leading magazines, called PC Magazine. Now, when we made our business plan for Test Drive, we knew that it was very important to keep our distribution costs down. So we entered into a strategic partnership with PC Magazine to bundle every one of these CDs inside their magazine, which instantly got it out to more than 500,000 people. Now, this gave us a free distribution outlet, and it gave PC Magazine an opportunity to present a new technology and showcase the leading and best software every single month. This was a win-win for us and PC Magazine. The magazine distribution of CDs, or when you walk past a newsstand today, you'll see a CD in a magazine. This is very common, but in 1992, no one had ever done this before. In 1992, putting a CD bundled in a magazine was innovation. And in only 14 months from startup, Test Drive was sold to a Fortune 500 company called R.R. Donnelley and Sons for millions of dollars. Now, I stayed on for 1 year, but I never fit in a large corporation. R.R. Donnelley at that time had 39,000 employees. And I just was too much of an entrepreneur with too much passion to fit into a company like that. Sometimes entrepreneurs frighten large corporations. And sometimes large corporations frighten entrepreneurs. I remember leaving Test Drive, and I thought, if we could distribute software like Test Drive, why not downloadable music and spoken word to a computer? So when you're working on the computer, you can hear music or hear a book. And then why not from a computer to portable devices for taking the internet with you? In 1995, we used to promote Audio Highway, the company that brought out the MP3 player, by saying, we are the first company to cut the wires from your computer and take the internet with you. Today, none of this sounds innovative. But if you allow your imagination to go way, way back, and I was there when computers didn't exist in the home or the office, no smartphones existed, and even scarier yet, no Facebook or Twitter. Yes, this was innovation. And in January 1994, myself and our chief technology officer worked on my idea to create a plan for downloadable music and spoken word. And we first planned it over television cable lines. The cable companies had all the lines already in. They were fast, quick. So we made partnerships with some of the largest cable companies to use their cable lines to distribute our content. But then in 1995, the internet started to become popular, personal computers started to become in the home, and there were more computers every day in homes and offices. So we moved to the internet because it was a better way. Now, the next slide you will see is of Audio Highway's website. This website was introduced in 1995. And this was the first page of the Audio Highway website. As you can see, iTunes' model was very similar, but iTunes came out 6 years later. When bringing out a disruptive technology or a product, you may find yourself creating other standards accidentally at the same time. And I'd like to share this story with you. One early day in our development, our creative director, Ted Richards, was giving his weekly report. His department was responsible for the website and the website distribution of the MP3 content and content to listen on your computer. The population at the home for computers was just beginning to grow, and tools we take for granted today didn't exist. So Ted's dilemma at the time was, how do people select content? And how do they purchase it? How do they do this on their computer? Ted was thinking about this for weeks, and he was confused. I remember very clearly every Monday when he would come in. Well, one Monday, Ted came in all smiles. He was happy. He said that he had figured out the best way to purchase the content. Ted said he was going to do it very much like when you go shopping in a supermarket. The user would pick the content they want and put it into a shopping cart. Then after they selected all their content, they would go to checkout and they would pay. You know, the computer shopping cart was created, but at the time, our passion was on the MP3 player. The cart was just a website design, so we never protected it. We never filed any paperwork on it. But this was the first shopping cart in the world. And boom, from this accident, the shopping cart was born. Now, the second question was, am I upset about the MP3 player going away? And I'm asked that all the time. And you know, until somebody asked me, I never thought about it, because in my mind, it never went away. It really didn't. I early on had the vision that the MP3 player was eventually going to get away from a standalone device. I knew that it would be embedded into phones, radios, even TV in cars. And I had that vision. So no, it didn't go away. It changed. It evolved. It got better, very much like us as individuals. When you listen to your music on your phone, you are still using an MP3 player. It's just an embedded MP3 player. The MP3 player was upgraded with a new and better version. Now, disruptive technologies are a lot of fun and extremely exciting, and they're addicting. There's a sense of community or feeling that you and your team are in this together. and we can make a difference. This is what you feel every single day of going to work. And disruptive technologies give you an opportunity to have a positive impact on the world, which in itself is a most rewarding feeling that I can share with you. Everything from new products and technologies that change the way we do things to ways to solve climate change or cures to extend life. You know, I'm often asked, what will be the next big thing? What's going to be the next big thing in technology? And what I want to share with you is what it will be is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will produce the most disruptive products of the next several decades. And it will change industries to work faster and produce better results. Now, it will also extend life from saving years of research time for life-saving medications. That was one of the reasons that this vaccine is happening so rapidly, because of artificial intelligence. AI today is already being used by airlines, car rental companies, fast foods, and law enforcement. So many other industries with much more to come. Artificial intelligence will present opportunities in disruptive technologies and products for you to be a part of. Now, if you look at the next slide of this, the DNA slide, as I call it, you'll see an application that is currently being used by law enforcement today. One of the photos is a great composite photo of what a decomposed body would look like. A photo composite strictly from DNA. And alongside of it, you see one actual photo of what the person actually looked like, which was a real photo. The photo on the left of each photo shows a composite of the prediction. The photo on the right is the actual photo of the person, all done by artificial intelligence. And let me assure you, we are in the infancy of artificial intelligence. You will see products that are so disruptive and so unbelievable, far more than even the personal computer. You know, today, when you order something online from Amazon, the minute you order it, one of or two of their 45,000 robot employees and growing are dispersed to secure your order and deliver it to shipping so it can be delivered to your home. Today, products are priced using artificial intelligence based on data from where it is, demand, what people will pay, and other factors. When you have a cup of coffee from Starbucks, that cup in different locations is priced by artificial intelligence. When you have fries in McDonald's or renting a car, all artificial intelligence. It's priced dynamically on demand and other data. Another current use of artificial intelligence is the Amazon Go store. And if you look at the next slide, as you see, to enter, all you need is your smartphone, and you have an Amazon Pass that has all your information. So upon entering the store, as you can see, you swipe your cell phone and you walk in. Now you have a basket, and you shop, and you take whatever you want. And you put back, you decide you no longer want this, you put this back. When you leave, your credit card is only charged for what you took, not what you took back. And you could try to fool the sensors by taking 5 things, but it'll always know what you have. You walk out the door, your credit card is automatically charged. You never have to interface with a person. Now, this is done by sensors and several cameras around the store that has a total record of everything you've done in the store. Some people may find this a little bit scary, but there's a bright new world coming with fantastic opportunities. And they're available